It was a test, quiet, deliberate, and cold. In the stillness of a marble-floored mansion, beneath a sparkling chandelier and the slow tick of an antique clock, a safe stood wide open in the master's study. Stacks of cash, ropes of gold, and diamonds glimmered under the light temptation on full display. Alexander Ashworth, a man worth millions, stood hidden in the hallway. His eyes weren't filled with anger, but with careful anticipation. He knew his housemaid, Camila, would enter this room at exactly 8:42 a.m., and he wanted to see something. Camila, 32 years old, a widow with 2 young daughters and a sick mother, had been working here for 7 months. She was quiet, humble, and unshakably honest. That honesty almost felt suspicious. Alexander had been betrayed before by friends, employees, even his own wife. And now he wanted to know if Camila was truly different. The cameras were off. No one else would ever know. Camila entered right on time. At first, she didn't notice the open safe. But when the sunlight reflected off the steel door, she stopped. Her breath caught. She glanced up the hallway. Silence. She stepped closer, hesitating. Her fingers hovered just above the stacks of money, but she didn't touch them. Instead, she took a cloth from her apron and gently wiped the safe's edge, careful not to disturb a single bell. And then, something Alexander never expected happened. Camila reached into her pocket, pulled out an old folded photograph too. Young girls standing by a hospital bed where an older woman smiled weakly. She whispered something so soft even Alexander couldn't hear. Then she kissed the photo, tucked it back into her pocket, and quietly closed the safe. Alexander stepped back into the shadows, stunned. He had set a trap, and she had responded with love, restraint, and integrity. That night, Alexander couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the photo, the quiet kiss, the untouched money. It was no longer about the test. It was about her, the rare goodness he thought no longer existed. The next morning, Camila found a letter waiting for her on the kitchen counter. It read, "Integrity is priceless, but so is peace. You've given me both. Your family deserves a life without fear. Please accept the enclosed without guilt." It's not a reward, it's a thank you. Inside was a signed check, blank, ready. Camila sank into a chair, tears streaming down her face. Her mother's treatment, her daughter's schooling, her fear of eviction, all of it could vanish. Not because she begged, not because she took, but because she chose to do the right thing when no one was watching. That weekend, Alexander visited her home not as an employer, but as a friend. He played with her daughters, brought paperwork to help her buy a new home in a safer neighborhood, and offered her a promotion with full benefits and flexibility. But more than that, he offered her trust. Sometimes the truest tests aren't passed in front of crowds, but in the quiet moments no one sees. Sometimes the richest people aren't the ones with the fullest safes, but the ones who hold on to truth, even when it's hard. If this story touched your heart, like and share this video. Subscribe to Kindness Corner for more true stories about love, trust, and humanity. And before you go, tell us in the comments, what would you do if no one was watching?